Jack, what's up, brother?
So recently, we've had an act of infidelity within our marriage, and I was the one at fault.
Man, you talked a circle around that one, dude.
Did I?
Yeah. Let's do this. Let's back it up and say, hey, Delony, I screwed up. I need your help. Say it like that.
Okay. Hey, Dr. Delony, I screwed up, and I need your help.
You got it, brother. So what's up, man? What happened?
So, I guess this wasn't a physical act of infidelity, but it was something online, an app, where I tried to reach out to someone from my past.
Okay.
Obviously, my wife saw that, and this was several months ago. We both kind of committed to making things work and making things better. I've been going to see a therapist several times a month, but there's still
how's that going?
There are good days, and it's good. I think I am learning a lot of tools from that, and I've been able to apply a lot of them, and it has helped. But there's still bad days too. What's
a bad day mean? What's that mean?
A bad day, more or less, I could just tell that my wife is upset, and I know the cause of that, and it's something that it's crushed her confidence. She's wondering, is this going to happen again? Things like that. So I guess I'm trying to do what I can to restore that trust, and I know it's not on my timeline, but it's just I just want some advice on that, and we're also expecting a child. So
congratulations, man! And why not make it more complicated, right?
Yeah, perfect timing.
Was she pregnant when you reached out to somebody from your past?
No.
Okay. Oh, so you found out about this later?
Yes.
Cool. Okay. Number one, I hate that y'all are going through this, and I appreciate you being honest. From this point forward, if you've got people that you trust that you're having this conversation with, talking in loops, like you feel like we've had this act of infidelity, just cut to it, brother. Just be straight. I screwed up, and I am working to build something new with the woman that I love and that I want to be with forever. And who, by the way, is now going to be the mother of my kid. Cool? I want you to be that direct, that succinct, that just cut to it, and get to it. Is that cool?
Yep.
All right. So thank you for your trust, man. So when you say that she has bad days, how do you know she's having a bad day?
I can just read her mood. Usually she's
and I'll tell you that's
jolly.
Dangerous when you get into her head, right? And you try to figure out what's going on and why. Oh, it's probably about this. Does she tell you, hey, I am having a vulnerable day? Or I just woke up thinking about that other girl and I just started spinning out. Does she tell you those things? Or are you both imagining what's going on in the other person's head?
Probably a little both. Usually I ask, though, and if I'd ask, she's pretty direct and upfront about what's got her down.
Okay. And what ways inside of the house, like concrete steps, have you taken to help rebuild trust in your home? Have you given her access to your phone? Does she have all your email accounts? Like, what are the things that you're doing so that she can begin rebuilding trust in a very practical way?
Oh yeah. She has access to all of that and beyond. As far as actual ways I'm trying to go about this, I mean, just kind of, I guess with my therapist, we've talked a lot about love languages and ways that, and then the Gottman's Four Horsemen, I'm sure you've heard of. Just trying to be proactive and tend to her, the ways that she receives affection and things that matter to her, kind of tend to that.
So one of the things I love, I like the idea of the love languages. Gottman is the pinnacle, right? They do more relationship research, I think, than anybody on earth. Mm-hmm. One of the challenges I see, especially in young relationships, is trying to get unplug your wife from who she is and plug her into one of these categories. And so I want you to know these are frames, but they're not her, right?
Yeah.
And learning to really sit down. What, this is kind of a loaded question. What made you reach out to somebody else? What was missing in your home? What was missing inside of you?
I think I've listened to you for a while, and I think just getting another perspective on advice,
No. What made you reach out to an old girlfriend?
Yeah, I think that's a loaded question. I think I've been trying to dive in, and that's one of the things that I've really tried to dive in within the therapy itself, is to find a why. And I don't know if it is one answer. I think it's a lot of things. It's a lot of the wrong things. I mean, there's nothing that justifies that.
Sure. So I think you're really wise to understand the complexity that I'm usually troubled by folks who just are able to say, well, it's because of this. Oh, man, it's usually a lot messier thing than that. So is your wife going to see somebody?
She's not.
Okay.
I mean, she's not entirely opposed to it, but I think it was more of like, this was my mistake. This is my...
Have y'all seen anybody together?
No.
Okay. I think that's primo numero uno. Okay. Is y'all got to see somebody together. Here's why. When something like this happens, occasionally, but not always, occasionally it's one idiot. There's just one idiot in the relationship that did something stupid, and now we just got to get that person, he or she, we got to hit them with a stick and get them to change their ways. Usually, there is some sort of dance. There's some sort of, I'm missing this need here, so I'm trying to fill this gap in, and then I return to my default settings, and this brings up this stuff, and it just turns into this weird, just mess, right? And moving forward, yes, learning the love languages, learning about the 4 horsemen, learning about ways you can theoretically support her, learning about ways you can theoretically hurt her, that's important. But what's really important is y'all learn how y'all talk to each other. Y'all learn what safety, y'all learn what desire, y'all learn what the rules and boundaries are inside your relationship, which means y'all have to work on building something new together. Because what's happening is right now is you're off. So you've heard me say this before, like you blew up the building, right? How long have y'all been married?
A little over a year.
Okay. I won't even say you blew it up. All right. I'm not even going to put that on you. A grenade went off in one of the foundation pillars, right? And that sucker started rocking. And what y'all have done is you went off to get some more classes on architecture, on engineering. And your job is to come back and rebuild that pillar. That's just not how the way that's going to work. Okay. You are going to have to both go and say, okay, this building that we had, we're a year in, it's a 1-story building. It's little. We're going to have to scrap it and build something new. And that's cool because we're going to build something stronger, more beautiful. That's going to be able to hold a child. It's going to be able to hold all this stuff. But we got to do it together. Right? And I want you guys to do this thing together. Right? Do y'all have any couples that are 5 years, 10 years, 15 years ahead of y'all that you meet with, that y'all hang out with?
Yeah.
Okay. Do they know about what happened?
No, we've kind of kept it private.
All right. Secrecy kills. Or as Brene Brown says, shame eats secrecy. That's what feeds it. And when you shine a light on something, it loses its power. And my recommendation is you invite a couple over that you trust that's 5, 10, 15 years ahead of y'all, down the road from you guys, and y'all be totally open. And when your wife opens up and talks about how much this hurt and how much it caught her off guard, how much she was surprised, all those things, you don't get to respond other than, yeah, I hurt her. That's it. No excuses, no this isn't, yeah, I really messed up. And then when you talk about it, no big, just direct, straightforward, here's what happened, this is the way this is. And that way y'all can cut through some of the nonsense, but you get that thing out of there. And your wife right now feels like she is shouldering all of this. And she's having to reconcile, I'm still super pissed off at this dude, and I'm pregnant. But he's going to counseling like I said he had to, and he's love languaging me. right? He's making my coffee and I'm still mad. And that what's going to happen is she's going to start to blame herself. Open this up. Go see somebody together so y'all can rebuild something new, get some new skills. Y'all are still super young into this thing. Don't give up on it, especially you got a kid on the way. Go into it open-hearted, open-minded. We're going to learn new skills, and I want you to start shining some light in this thing. It's going to be a part of your story forever. It is what it is, what it is. Get some people who've got some wisdom and some experience on top of you. I want to commend you for coming forward, commend you for trying to do the work. Now you got to bring her along with you. This is not something you can do on your own. You got to bring her along there with you, okay? And you're going to find out things about each other you didn't know, that you like more, that scare you, and y'all going to work on a language of the relationship of Jack, and I'm going to call her Diane, Jack and Diane. Y'all going to learn that language together as you move forward.